This type of technology is called quizstar, and it covers the two standards for teachers about learning using digital tools, which is ISTE 2A, and ISTE 2D, which is about assessing students, and this would be a formative assessment that I could do, and that's also for teachers. So this is called quizstar. And I chose quizstar because it is an easy way to make quizzes for my students that they can answer easily on the computer. So my audience would be my 7th grade health students, and here's how it works. So I already logged in. You have to make an account. And so if I'm going to make a quiz, I go to Quiz Manager, and I am going to make a new quiz. I put in my quiz title, so this one is Forms of Communication. I can put quiz instructions in if I need to. I don't need to here. You can choose how many attempts they can make at the quiz, whether you want feedback, correct answers shown for incorrect responses, if you want them to email me, and how often they want them to email you the responses, how many questions are displayed, how large you want the font size, and if you want a timer. I'm just leaving all the basic quiz settings there. Now I can make my questions. So my first question is going to be, what type of communication should be used when refusing peer pressure? And then I'm going to put the answers down here. So one would be passive, aggressive, and assertive. And then I will go ahead and click assertive because that's the correct answer. And everything else I don't need to do, but you have other options. You can make a true or false question. You could give instructions or feedback for the question, or you could put what the correct answer was for a short answer. Then once I'm done, I go to the question list, and it tells me what the different questions are, and I can move them in the quiz as to where it is at when it's asked. I have a chance to preview, edit, or delete my questions, and I can preview my quiz. So this is what it would look like. So it's just a basic quiz that people can answer as they go. And that's how that works. So if I want to manage my classes, I can make a new class, and I could put in class title, time it meets, and a description, and then I can create a class. So let's say that stuff I don't really need. So there it is, and then I can add a roster by clicking on where the students are. Add a student, and I can upload a roster if I have one, or type them in individually, and I can even make a password for them to give to them. And then that way they get the quizzes, and they can take the quizzes, and I get all the information right away. So it's a real great way for immediate feedback about information that I want my students to know.